What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up an LLC in Florida two different ways. So the first option is handling the whole process on your own. And don't worry, I'm going to walk you through each step so it's not overwhelming. Now, the second way is to let a business formation company take care of everything for you, which can make things a lot easier if you'd rather not deal with all of the headaches yourself. So if you want to learn more about LLCs and how to set one up in Florida, then sit back and hang out. You are in the right place. So what exactly is an LLC? A limited liability company, or an LLC as it's more commonly known, is a type of business structure that combines the flexibility and simple nature of a partnership with the liability protection of a corporation. By forming an LLC, you establish a separate legal entity for your business, meaning your personal assets are separate from your company's liabilities. In other words, if your LLC has any legal problems or even debt, your personal assets should be out of the picture. Also, LLCs give their owners flexibility in management taxation options and the chance to bring in multiple owners, known as members, who can share in the company's profits and losses. All of these benefits have made the LLC a popular choice for many entrepreneurs starting new or existing ventures. Now, you can set up an LLC two different ways, like I mentioned before. So to start off, let's go through the process as if you were doing it on your own. Just so you know, in many states, LLCs are formed through the state, and Florida is one of those states. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the first step. So let's take a look at how to name your LLC if you're setting one up in the state of Florida. So first, every Florida LLC name needs to include limited liability company, or you can just use the letters LLC at the end. That part is very simple. Next, you want to make sure your name is different from anything else already registered in Florida. Just changing a word like the, or switching something from singular to plural, it's not going to cut it. The name really has to stand out. For example, Sunshine Bakery LLC and the Sunshine Bakery LLC would be considered too similar. Now, there are a couple of rules on what you can't put in your name. It can be something that would make people think your business is a government agency. So words like department, bureau, commission, or even CIA are not allowed. Basically anything that sounds official or could be confused with a real government office. For example, CIA Consulting LLC, it wouldn't be approved. To check if the name you want is available, you can just use the business name search on Florida's SunBiz website. It's a quick way to see if someone else has already claimed it. Next step, you need a registered agent. A registered agent's job is to be the middleman for important legal documents for the business. While the business itself can't be a registered agent, an individual member of the LLC can. Now, you can use an agency to do that as well. Whichever route you want to take, the agent must be a resident or authorized to do business and be available during state business hours. If all the members work full-time outside of the business, fulfilling those duties in-house make it tricky, so definitely consider all of your options. And just a heads up, there's a $25 fee to officially list your registered agent in the state of Florida. Now we can actually move on to creating the LLC. Florida does this by officially filing the articles of organization with the state. You can do this online or by mail. Some of the questions that they're going to ask are the name and the address of the LLC, the name and the address of the registered agent, as well as a signature from them and how the LLC will be managed. You can choose a start date for your LLC, or it can start once the paperwork is processed. It's up to you. Now, the application fee is $100, and there may be a few other state fees depending on what you need. Now, you're not required to, but for $5 you can get a certificate of status for your LLC, which just means your business is officially recognized. And for $30, you can request a certified stamped copy. These are the ones that if you want to hang it on the wall and show it off, this is what that is. The next step is to create your own operating agreement. Florida doesn't require LLCs to have one, but an operating agreement makes sure all the members are on the same page. Even in a single member LLC, it is still better to have one that's not. So think of it as a blueprint for your business. The agreement itself will have the breakdown in ownership, members' rights and responsibilities, how profits and losses are divided, what happens in the event of disputes in the business, and what happens if a member wants to leave or terminate the LLC altogether. In Florida, these agreements can be verbal, but having it in writing gives you more protection in case it ever needed to be presented. Now, Florida does have some restrictions on what your operating agreement can't have, like it can't change requirements for designating registered agents or restrict the rights of those who aren't LLC members or managers. So be sure to make sure you're following any state guidelines. Now, if making an error or writing something in that you likely need to change later is a concern, don't worry, because agreements can be changed at any time to show any changes that you have in the LLC. Next, you need an employer identification number or EIN for your business. An EIN is kind of like your business's social security number. Having one is not only required, it's necessary if you want a business bank account, apply for a business loan, hire employees, or even pay business income taxes. Getting an EIN is free and can be done online or by mail directly through the IRS. Finally, you're going to need to get your business ready to pay the necessary taxes. LLC owners are responsible for federal and state taxes. Because LLCs are considered pass-through entities, the business itself isn't responsible for reporting and paying taxes, and that responsibility is passed on to the owner or the owners. So all income from the business is then reported and paid through the owner's personal tax returns. Along with these taxes, be sure to be prepared for self-employment, sales, and payroll taxes if you plan to have employees. Now, LLCs in Florida have to file annual reports. These filings are due from January 1st to May 1st each year. The fee is around $140, and there is a pretty big late fee if it's not paid by the due date, so make sure to pay those on time. All right, so I know that sounds stressful, but there is an easier way to get all of this done. I, for one, I don't have the time, the patience to do it all myself, and to be honest, I will mess it up. So that's why I chose ZenBusiness to set it up for me. In my opinion, it's a great option, especially if it's your first time starting a business, since they make everything super easy to do. Now, of course, there's plenty of other great options, LegalZoom, Tailor Brands, and Swift Filings as well. And if you're curious how they compare, I've linked my full reviews for each brand in the description below, along with ZenBusiness's affiliate link. Now, for most of the brands we cover, we do usually have a special deal in the description, so feel free to go check it out. All right, so if you have never heard of ZenBusiness, it's one of the more popular formation services that helps you handle the legal and compliance side of starting a business. They simplify the process of starting and managing a business, particularly for those new to entrepreneurship. It stands out for its user-friendly platform, great pricing, and a range of services designed to help take out the complexity of starting and running your business. Now, let's go through how you'd actually apply for an LLC using ZenBusiness. The first step is just click the Start an LLC button on its website. From there, you're going to type in the name you've picked for your LLC and select Florida from the drop-down menu. Next up, you're going to answer some questions about your business, and the system will suggest any extras you might need based on your situation. You know, something like a registered agent. Then you would just pick the ZenBusiness plan that works best for you. It starts with a free starter plan, and you only need to pay the state filing fee, which makes it a budget-friendly choice for new entrepreneurs. This tier covers essential LLC filings with a 100% accuracy guarantee and includes a 30-day free trial of their web tools like the AI website builder, domain, and business email. From there, their pro plan costs around $200 per year plus state fees. It adds one-day rush filing, so your application is processed as fast as possible. You also get your EIN and a customizable operating agreement template included, which does save you from having to pay for those as separate add-ons later. It even includes ongoing compliance with up to 2 amendment filings at no extra charge. And if you want the highest tier, the premium plan is about $400 per year plus state fees. It includes everything in the pro plan with premium essentials, such as their registered agent service to protect your privacy, a one-on-one business advisor consultation, and a 60-day trial of Money Pro to manage your invoicing and taxes. Plus, you get the full business documents library and advanced compliance coverage, which gives you 24/7 monitoring, a money-back guarantee on missed deadlines, and unlimited amendment filings to keep your business records current as you grow. So whether you're just getting started or looking for a more streamlined way to handle the paperwork, ZenBusiness gives you a few solid options to choose from. So ZenBusiness gives you some great options to choose from if you are on a specific budget. And that's it. The whole process is really that fast and simple. You can try setting up your LLC in Florida yourself, and hopefully it won't stress you out. Or you can let a business formation service handle the process for you and make the entire thing simple and easy. It really just depends on your situation and what works best for you. If you're short on time or you just want to make sure everything is done right, ZenBusiness is a solid option. They guide you through the process, handle the filings, and even include helpful extras like compliance reminders and an operating agreement, depending on the plan that you pick. But if you don't mind doing a bit of research and you want to save money, then you can just do it all yourself. The good news is you've got options and it's not as scary or difficult as it sounds. All right, so that wraps up this video. If it was helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this. And if you're thinking about trying ZenBusiness out, there's a link in the description below that takes you straight to their website. Sometimes we might have special deals in the link, so check it out and see if they're still available. Also, if you are interested in working with us or sponsoring a future video, just reach out using the email in the description below. If you have any questions or comments, drop them down below and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Finally, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.